Do you want to do the thing what you love, right? Of course you do. That's why you click on this video. In this video, I personally, how did I could do the thing to what I love? There's a lot of things I tried and did the experiment. I didn't work out. But now in this video, I'm going to tell you step by step what is the most optimized version of coming to the point so I can do the things I love doing it. I'll share with you. Want that right? Of course you do. So let's get started. So step number one is I need to find a path. So when I wanted to do what I love, there are three paths here. Path number one is a producer, number two is about entrepreneur, and number three is about hybrid. Yes, I really say hybrid. So what is producer? The producer path is about, I'm just going to keep focusing about creating an art, creating a solution for something because I'm deeply passionate about it. So normally the people coming with an engineering background or marketing background normally are more like a producer. They come in doing, even like could be a non-salesperson, could be very much about producer too. So if you are not this area people, producer makes sense to you because you have an idea and you're really passionate about it and you want to do something about it, and that's what called the producer mindset. All right. So the second part is about entrepreneur mindset. So entrepreneur mindset means about you want to do a business, you want to turn it to an exchange, and you want to build money as well too. So you are very sales focused and sales driven. So this is called entrepreneur pathway too. And the third one is about hybrid. So hybrid pathway is about normally you already have a job and you're doing something on top of it, trying to create something forward as well too. So and you are a little bit of producer and probably you have very less amount of entrepreneurship. So normally people who are working in a job because of the settings and education system and the job environments in a corporate environment, people has a very little entrepreneurship skill set, but they have a little more about producer mindset and skill set as well too. So among all those three paths, if you ask me which is the most convenient way and most safest way, I would say hybrid. But if you ask me which one the hardest to do, hybrid as well too, because now you have a two life, two hat to wear, and you need to dance around between different floors and perform the best, because any floors you are not performing the best, you'll be discarded, thrown out of the window, right? That sounds like a hardcore, but that's the fact, because the world only value you when you bringing something to the table. Otherwise, you have no values. So now, you choose your path. So after choosing the path, then moving to the next step. The next step is about building scorecard. I really say this one. What is scorecard? So when you have an idea and you have choose your way already, the very next thing is about, I'm going to build a scorecard about it. So scorecard is about no solution, no product, nothing. You basically create a set of questions, and then you send the set of questions to your targeted buyers of your product or solution, which you have a vision to build, and get the response. Bingo. As long I'm going to get all those responses about all those questions about it, I can understand, do the market really see value in the idea which I wanted to do? So that's why the scorecard can save tons of time building something which doesn't add value, because when we are an entrepreneur and choose basically any of the path, we basically live in our own feeling and own head. We don't see the thing outside the world and really only see the thing what we have in our head, which is only one thing, the idea, right? So that's why the scorecard can help us to save all the hard works and focusing the questions and get to listen to the target customer and really do. So to make the target customer, what I really focus about, I really like to target the people who are really buyer and who really care about me, because end of the day, those responses need to be non-biased and really neutral and really correct. Otherwise, I'm gonna probably discard or probably invest on something in the step number 3, and that can ending up creating a lot of headaches and put me behind of the journey. So now let's talk about step number 3. The step number 3 is about minimal viable product. We call it MVP. So now as we have the scorecard and we see this idea makes sense for my target buyer. So now I'm going to do it is I'm going to take that idea and I see from the scorecard what the minimum thing they're looking for, and I'm going to put it all together to create a minimum viable products, minimum viable solutions for that problem. the least valuable, least features amount, but not least values, the most value as well too. And if something I see this one, I need the most amount of investment I have to do, and I have another graph is about most amount of value, I will look at for a better trade and I invest on this one. My goal is about make the minimum viable product, MVP, and then I'm going to hit it to the next step. The next step is about step number 4, which is very interesting. You probably get panicked at, but don't worry, this is what I do. Give it to the target people, target user. So primarily it goes for the people who actually took the scorecard with me, and give it to them, and I give it to them for absolutely for free. That's the word, absolutely for free. Let them use into it, let them use the product and listen. I'm going to listen to them what they feel about my product, this MVP product, what they feel about it, what they want to do about it. Can they use it? Does it solve their problem or not? I'm going to listen all about those things and I'm going to do it. And no, I'm not going to just give it to those scorecard people, but I'm going to also select probably another group of people and I'm going to give it to them product for free. So in this bit, I need to do a little bit of marketing about it, about what the minimum viable product I build it onto, so people can understand what's the value. Because at the end of the day, people trying something, they will always consider, oh, okay, how long it takes? Do I need to spend 15 minutes? That 15 minutes, they will always consider about it. So the people, the target first focus group who do the scorecard, they know I care about them and I have a relationship with them. But the second group, I don't have it. Those groups of people don't know about me, about things, about the thing I'm working on. They have not seen the scorecard. So I'm going to do a little more marketing to let them know what it's about and then let them try that MVP for free. So now step number 5. So now I'm listening all this thing from the first group and the second groups as well too. I'm listening all of this thing. I'm going to backlog them all. I'm going to put them in the list. I'm going to listen them all very carefully, and I'm trying to convert them to put them to a mind map. And my goal is about, now I'm going to build the complete product for all the responses I got. So I'm going to put all my effort and I'm going to do it. And here's the part. When I'm doing it, all these things, everything I'm doing so far as a solopreneur, I'm doing everything myself. I'm going to put all this together and I'm going to roll my sleeves and I'm going to do it. So if you are choosing hybrid, you got to work on it a weekend and you have to work on it in the evenings. That's exactly what I did. That's because I choose the hybrid part as well too. If you're an artistic, oh, that's great. If you're a producer and you could really go all about it and do it as well too, because it's the time for you. And if you're an entrepreneur, you can go all in as well too, because you have the least amount of risk, because you already figured out for the two groups, it works and they told you what they want from the product so that product can solve their problem. Now, step number 6. Now, as you have built all the product, so now it's time for you to charge the product, change the product for values. So now it's not going to be for free. It's gonna be about exchanging product for values and money. So basically, I'm giving you the product for giving you the values. You pay me a value back, which is the product. So now, what I'm gonna do in this phase, I'm gonna work on the pricing strategy. I'm gonna find out what is the strategy I should work on. What is the competitor analysis? What is the market value? How much did I invest so far? Yes, I know I'm saying something right now. I should be doing it long time back, right? But my goal is about, I'm not just wanting to be a businessman here. I'm telling that I'm going to do what I love doing it, and I wanted to create a profession or a passion or a business out of doing it what I love doing it as well too. So that's why I've been doing this space here. And if I see this one, my cost of building this product is higher than the market, what it is. So my goal will be, I'm going to improve the product 5 to 10 times. So now there's one exercise I really do in this step, which has really helped me, is I take an Excel file and I write it down from number 1 to number 2, number 3. What is the one more things I can do to improve the product? And that's the way I do it until 20. First 10 is very easy. The last 10 is really hard. And particularly the last 5 is extremely hard. And here's the magic comes to it. That's the last 10 normally are really good inputs too as well. Because then I can actually have a really concrete view, and now I can put on all those things to add those my product to a higher value. So my other products which is exist in the market will be inferior compared to the quality of the product which I am offering right now. So now I have the privilege to charge higher compared to them as well too. So that's a very important aspect. Now step number 7. Now is the time to wear the entrepreneurship hat, because now as I have built this product and I am pretty confident and complete about it, I need to wear entrepreneurship hat. So now I need to focus about business development and really to go in, I need to talk to the people and now need to exchange as well too with the people. They have to be a real entrepreneur, not a solopreneur. It's a time to build entrepreneur and I need to learn all the skill as an entrepreneur too. This step is really important, that's why. And the next step is step number 8. It's time to develop the team, because now I wear the entrepreneur hat, so I'm gonna look around the people and see who are the right people I can work with, who can work with me for a long period of time and winning my battle, work with my style and win as a team. And that's the part will be, if you are in this phase right now, look for a couple of entrepreneurs. If you can find out one entrepreneur joining your team, it will be recommended, because when you want to do a big initiative, so when you want to turn something, one of the things you will need an integrator. If you are visionary, you will need an integrator. Find the integrator who can integrate those different pieces in the organizations, because when you are an entrepreneur right now, you have a big visions, you are revolutionary in your mind, right? So you need a person who can put things together, glue them in, and finally build a business or a company for you from focusing on what you build doing and you love doing. Now it's the point you have a team who are doing it, which you love doing it, and you are in a company and you're doing the things because you love doing it, because this is something your passion, because this is something your own idea and you've been working on it, and because you love doing it and you know everything about this product as well. And the step number 9. Step number 9 is about empowering your people. Right now, it's so much important for me, like when I start building on this, our present VSHR Group, VSHR Pro Academy, in the beginning, I had to do everything on my own hand. I was keeping everything on my own hand and I was going detail, step by step, how it's been done. But now I build a guideline, and then the goal is about empowering the people, empowering the manager, build the management teams. There was a lot of the young people, then I was focusing on building a leadership team and build that capability and confidence by training them, by coaching them and empowering them. So now they can actually take on the different pieces of the car or different cars in the same race and take it forward as well. Last step. The last step is it's a very important one. I know this is really, because personally I had to go through a transformation to learn this thing. Become the biggest critic of the own work I do. So whatever I'm creating in VSHR Pro Academy, there's not a single one, or VSHR Group, not a single one outside the road who can be a bigger critic than me. Somebody who giving like a negative comment, my negative comment will be 100 times harder than one. And then what I will do is I'm going to take 100% accountability of my own criticism, what I'm doing into it. And I will think about how I can get it fixed as fast as possible and build a process so it never, ever happen again. And I'm gonna train the people over and over and over so it doesn't happen. Like an example, creating a handbook, consulting team forgot about how to use a consulting team, that some of the team people left. So I was asking a consulting manager that, hey, does your team know that consulting handbook? And the consulting manager said, oh, I don't know, maybe don't know it. Bingo. So I didn't really wait for the consulting manager and say that, hey, can you send this consulting book to them? I didn't do it. I'm just get the book, go to the communication channel and send it to everyone and say, hey, this is something very important for you. This is a consulting handbook, because that's the way you need to consult everyone. And I just paint them out. So that's why gotta be a biggest critic, whatever we're doing in this phase, and then turn that criticism to an improvement action, build process, and train the team over and over. Yeah, it is hard. That's why you got a really important to understand is about to doing what you love doing it. It has a lot of steps to do it, and this is exactly why I do it this one. And if you systematic in all of this thing do it, you'll be highly successful as well too. And you will be able to keep doing the thing you love doing it too, because now you have a team and you can even pick up the things you really love doing. If you really love doing product development, you can focus on product development and give all the roles to other team member. If you love doing sales, you can only do the sales and give it out everything else to other team members, other managers, leaders to take it forward as well too. So now you have a system to keep doing the thing, and you have a very least amount of disruption too. Yes, to do all this thing, it took me 10 years because I was taking a lot of long course experiment to do it as well too. And there was no one tell me all the steps when I was starting into it. But now I did it. I shared with you. And check out this video right now. It will show you how did I build a specific knowledge from a 10-year journey, so it turned into from a passion and discovery, and finally it turned into a VSHR Pro Academy as well too. Check this video right now and I will see you there. All the best. We have some exciting plan for the next week, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that out.